Hello and welcome to another toy review. This time I'm comparing two of the Woody figures that I have, the Toy Story Collection Woody and the cheaper version of the same
Come on, let's saddle up for
figure.
adventure.
Yeah, the cheaper version has this problem, which I don't know why it is, but sometimes he
Hey,
talks
partner, what do you want to do today?
without the string being pulled. So if I just move him, sometimes he talks by himself, which is a bit creepy. I don't really like the fact that he does that, but I think it's defected or something. If I have the batteries in it, he will talk. So I made peace with that. Okay, let's see why it is different. So this is the cheaper version. I paid about $25 for it, and this is the more expensive version that goes for $50 or more, even more. I don't really know. So first I bought the cheaper version because I thought the more expensive version wouldn't give me that much more. And if you look at them,
for the sky.
yeah, if you look at them, they are basically made out of the same material. The vest is different. The Toy Story Collection version has this different stitchings than this one, and it also makes the shoulders look different. As you can see, the shoulders somehow look different. That's because of the vest. The sheriff star is actually more shiny and nicer looking on the cheaper version than on the more expensive version, but I have to tell you that I bought this used online, the collection version, so it may be because of that. Also, the belt buckle is different. The collection version has the golden belt buckle, and the cheaper version has this yellow one, which is movie accurate. So in the movie he had a yellow belt buckle and not a golden one. Although it looks nice, I don't know, maybe I would prefer the more expensive version to be movie accurate. I don't know. Other difference is the whole belt.
My name's Sheriff Woody.
Yeah, I know. The belt on the cheaper version is more shiny, and the holster is not...
Ha! Boy, am I glad to see you.
Shut up.
You're my favorite deputy.
Shut up. Okay, so the holster is not movable. It is a problem if you make him... If you make him sit down. So as you can see, the holster is in the way. Where on this figure, the holster is movable. So whenever he sits down, you can just fold it up or forward. The scarves are the same, and the shirts are the same. The buttons are different.
Say, partner, what do you want to do today? Come on, let's saddle up for adventure.
Sometimes I just can't shut him up. Okay, so the buttons on this one are bigger, also here, whereas on this one they are a bit smaller. I don't know why. It's not something you notice, but well, I noticed. The pants are completely different. This one is...
Yee-haw! Ride 'em, cowboy!
Yeah, it's really annoying, I know. So this one is I think it's jeans, but it's a much lighter color, and I prefer the more expensive collection version because it just looks better. Also, a bit the legs are a bit more thick, I guess, on the cheaper version. Let's go to the boots. The collection version.
There's a snake in my boot.
The collection version has these little holes here. I don't really know why. And the spurs are golden. And you can see the cactuses and No Andy written on them. On the cheaper version you can also see the symbols even better, I guess. The spurs are different. They are yellow and they are a bit different shape, as you can see. They are not the same. And also no Andy written on it, just Thinkway toys. But the boots here are...
Reach for the sky!
The boots here are really nice. They are really light, and yeah, they are still hard and you can still hit with them, but I don't think it's that much of a problem as it was on the other figure that I showed earlier. So it's nice. I really like the boots. I like the boots better on the cheaper version than on the more expensive one. And now let's see the face. The faces, they are basically the same if you look at them. Only the hair is different, because here you can see that it's painted on. I mean, lighter and darker lines are painted on his hair, whereas in this case it's just solid brown. And I don't think it's bad. I mean, it's good looking, but well, yeah, it doesn't disturb me that this one doesn't have the stripes. I mean, this looks just as good, so I wouldn't miss those little stripes very much if they were not there. Unfortunately, I can't compare the hats because I have the original hat.
This town ain't big enough for the two of us.
I have the original hat for the cheaper version, but I don't have a hat for the more expensive version. I mean, I do have a hat, I just don't have the original one. So good thing I keep spare Woody hats around in my house, because this is a perfectly well-fitting hat for him, although it's not the original one. So, with that said, let's see what the cheaper one says.
Howdy, partner. You're my favorite deputy. Yee-haw! Cowboy! Hey, howdy, hey. Well, pull my string. Yee-haw! My name's Sheriff Woody. You're my favorite deputy. Howdy, partner. Yee-haw! Ride him, cowboy! Ha-ha! Boy, am I glad to see you. There's a snake in my boot. Well, pull my string. Howdy, partner. You're my favorite deputy.
As you can see, he has lots of sayings, and the sound quality is quite good. The volume is quite loud. I really like it, and I like the fact that if you pull the string, he continues the sayings where he left off. For example,
hey, howdy, hey.
Because the other toy, this one, the collection version, as you may know, he has different play options and you can switch between them with a switch on his back. I'm going to show that in my next review. But if he's in regular toy mode, then if you pull the string, he will always say the first sentence. Let me show you.
Ha-ha! Boy, am I glad to see you.
Boy, am I glad to see you. If I pulled it one more time, he would say something different. But if I wait and don't do anything, and if I pull the string one more time, he will again say he's glad to see me.
Ha-ha! Boy, am I glad to see you.
You see, I don't like it how he always starts from the first sentence, whereas the other version, if I left him,
this town ain't big enough for the two of us.
I don't even have to pull it, but if you leave him and pull the string one more time again, he will say something different. He won't start from the beginning all the time, which this one does. So I don't like that one at all. But yeah, really nice figure. If you don't want to pay that much for the original version, and if you're not really well, if you're not really determined to have him in darker jeans, then this is a really nice, beautiful Woody figure. I hope yours won't be, if you pick it up,
Cowboy!
I hope yours won't be doing this, because it's really annoying. If I just
Come on,
touch
let's saddle up for
his
adventure.
back, he starts to talk. So I have to get the batteries out if I don't want him to just spontaneously start talking whenever I touch it. So yeah, that's a really annoying problem, and if any of you knows how to fix that, I would be glad to hear it. Leave me a comment or send me a message. I would be really thankful for that. Truth to be told, I'm going to give these Woody figures away. I think this is the only one I'm going to keep. I'm going to give them to my niece and nephew when they are old enough to play with these kind of toys. Until then, I will put them away and just wait for the birthday or Christmas.
Hey, partner, what do you want to do today?
When I'm going
Reach for the sky.
to give them away. So I think it's a great likeness of Woody, beautiful toy, really well done, and yeah, try to test them in the store, not to get a defected version. Okay, thank you for watching my review, and stay tuned for the last review about the Toy Story collection Woody. Bye bye.